Hi guys, welcome to Adam McKola TV. Adam here. I've just recorded the preview for the Leicester City vs Manchester United game for full-time Devils with Sam, Gaz and Carl, and that'll be up later on today or maybe even tomorrow, so make sure you check that out, subscribe to Full-Time Devils and all that stuff. I'll be doing the preview for the Leicester City game on Adam McKola TV after we hear from Louis van Gaal in his press conference, find out if anyone's picked up any knocks, any players are returning from injury and so on and so forth. So then I can amend my predictions based on that. Last week, I predicted 10 out of 11 players plus the right score on Full-Time Devils. And then after I heard Smalling was out, 11 out of 11 and the correct score in the Adam McKola TV prediction. So it's easy for me. Check out my predictions. Check out the head-to-head with Sam on Full-Time Devils. It's 1-0 to Adam McKola at the moment. So yeah, check that out. Good to watch. Anyway, I've been thinking, against QPR, when that moment finally happened and Falcao came onto the pitch, we had Robin van Persie, Wayne Rooney and the aforementioned Falcao on the pitch. I thought Juan Mata would stay on and Robin van Persie would go off, but that didn't happen. And I've been thinking, I don't think personally in the long run that can work. Obviously at 4-0 up against QPR at home, you know, fine. Robin van Persie needs his match fitness. I think that's why he looked a bit off it. So I think he's building up his match fitness. He came back late from pre-season from the World Cup. He had some extra holidays, and you know he needs to catch up with the rest of the lads. And I think that's why Louis van Gaal kept him on the pitch to complete the game. But I was thinking, when all players are fully match fit, no injuries, and they're all on form, who would you keep in the team? So who gets dropped? It has to be one of these that have to go in this scenario. As I don't think all three can work. Or do you think they can work? Let me know how in the comments below. But I'll keep going anyway. So, what does Wayne Rooney bring to the team? We already know he creates a lot of goals. He's one of the best in the league at that. He scores a lot of goals. He's one of the best in the league at that. He was our top goal scorer and a top assister in the league last season. And he has done that countless times throughout his career at Manchester United. There's been a lot of calls for him to drop deeper, playing that number 10 role where Juan Mata's playing, or even drop even further deeper and play in the central midfield area. Although we've now got Herrera, Blind and Carrick to choose from when he returns from injury, so do we really need to do that? Wayne Rooney's lost that fire in his belly where he runs at defenders and he chases them down and he bursts through defences and all that, as we saw when he came onto the scene at 16 to 18 years old. But what he does do is a lot more intelligent. His passing range is a lot better. And his knack of getting goals is a lot better as well. He doesn't miss as many chances as he used to do. And, you know, most likely he will be our top goal scorer again this season. There's also the fact that he's been given our captaincy that comes into it. He is Captain Wayne Rooney. He's one of the most experienced players at Manchester United in terms of wearing that red shirt. He's been here almost 10 years now. Or is it over 10 years? I can't even remember. That's how long he's been here. I think he's been here since 2006. So 8 to 9 years he's been here, yeah? So that's Wayne Rooney and what he brings to the team. Robin van Persie, we saw in his first season. Last season he was in and out of it and he fell out with David Moyes. So, you know, I don't think we can judge him on that. But he's obviously aged since then. Robin van Persie in his first season for Manchester United, in his last season for Arsenal, we saw what he could do. He scored great, amazing goals. He scored tap-ins. He linked up with his team very well. His runs in behind defences were so intelligent, and he also found sometimes at times him and Wayne Rooney dropped into each other's space, as we saw last season, but that weren't happening for under Sir Alex Ferguson, and we saw how he could peel off defences. Wayne Rooney dropped deep and find him, as we saw against Aston Villa when he scored that cracking volley goal that sealed title number 20. How long ago does that feel? Bloody hell. Anyway, so we know what Robin van Persie could do. He's a world-class talent, but he's obviously aging. Injuries are playing their part, and he's come back late from the World Cup, so he's not that fit at the moment. We know that, but in this scenario, everybody's fit, so we know what Robin van Persie can do. Falcao, we haven't got to see him much at Manchester United apart from the short stint against QPR. He's coming back from a knee injury, but I was on Bleacher Report with the injury expert, and he said, you know, most players from these injuries, they come back, and within, you know, 4 to 8 weeks, they're generally back to full fitness. He had a couple of, I think he had 6 games for Monaco in a 2-month period. 20 minutes for Colombia, and then those 25-30 minutes for Manchester United. So he is coming back to fitness. We saw him miss that opportunity where Rob Green made a decent save, but usually Falcao's putting that home, as we've seen for Atletico Madrid, Porto, and so on. So Falcao, as a finisher, I think is the best number 9 in the world. Whether he's, you know, outside the box, overhead kicks, dinks, 6-yard finishes, 18-yard banging it in the top corner. Radamel Falcao is the best number 9 in the world, and he's the best goal scorer that we've got in this team. So, who gets dropped? In the earlier video I did for Full-Time Devs where we discussed this, I said Wayne Rooney. That was based on pure talent. I think Robin van Persie on form and Falcao have better goal scoring attributes, and as strikers are better than Wayne Rooney. But he's our captain now, so will he come in? In my opinion, the player that's going to get dropped the most out of these three will be Robin van Persie, as he's coming of age. Obviously, I still think he's got a year or two in him, but he's got to be handled differently to the other players. Louis van Gaal knows him. He's one of his friends. He'll know how to handle him. And we haven't got the luxury of being in, you know, 3-4 competitions this year. We've got 2 competitions to play for, so it's not like we've got great manoeuvre for squad rotation. Saying that, Louis van Gaal's already used 33 players this season, albeit I think 8 to 9 of them have now left. So, you know, there are our options. In my opinion, as I just said, Robin van Persie will be the one that gets cut short more often than not. But if you take the armband away, you take lack of match fitness, and you take all of that away, I'd say it'd have to be Wayne Rooney. The only way you could fit him into the team, therefore, is dropping him into that number 10 or into central midfield. And as I alluded to in the Full-Time Devils preview, that I think Herrera, Blind, and Mata and Di Maria, I don't think Wayne Rooney can play better than them in those roles. So why play him there? Wayne Rooney, though, he almost epitomises Manchester United. He's one of our most important players at the club. He's British. He's played for this shirt longer than anybody that's at the club at the moment. And I believe he will continue to score goals and make goals and impress for Manchester United. So, as I said, I keep going over it. Robin van Persie will get dropped. Do you agree? Let me know. Comment below. Make sure you like the video. Subscribe to McKola TV. I'll have my preview for the Leicester game coming either tomorrow or Saturday. So keep your eye out for that. And make sure you subscribe as well. I'm over 10.5 thousand subscribers now. Thank you very much. See you later.